Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we are joined here. It's a 7:50 on a Sunday night. I want to start off. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to everybody out there. All of our listeners, happy Easter. I hope you had an amazing time with your family today. Obviously, I'm Ward Sewell, joined by co-host, the big man, Cam Taylor. And we got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. As you saw about 10 minutes ago, the North Carolina State Wolfpack are heading to the Final Four. Cam, how you doing, brother?
Dude, not as good as you. I know that, but I'm super excited for you guys, man. Great ball game. Still got my Easter clothes on, by the way. Happy Easter, everybody, again. What a game, man.
What a game.
Just to fight back after that first half, like everything that could have gone wrong in the first half went wrong, and then you come out in the second half like that. What a game. What a journey. But Ward, I want to hear what you have to say.
Let me pull up my picture really quick here. If anybody can see right now, it says DJ Burns today, and it's a Rottweiler. You know why it's a Rottweiler? Because he got that dog in him, Cam. Not that dog, but he got that dog in him. DJ Burns, 29 points, Cam, 13 and 19. I'm not going to say what he did to Filipowski, but he was the alpha out there on the court tonight, Cam. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was sitting here in my office watching the game, and now it's on baseball because the game went off. But I was really nervous at halftime. Cam, we're down by 6. We're shooting 27% from the field. It's like DJ Horn can't hit a shot. DJ Burns was the only one scoring points. But the thing was, Cam, we should have been getting beat by 20 at half because they were not hitting shots either. But anyway, long story short, it's not about how well you play. All that matters is who wins at the end of the day. And Cam, your South Region champs, NC State Wolfpack, are headed to the final. I still can't believe that we're going to the Final Four. Cam, this team lost 5 out of 6 of their last regular season games, and then somehow it's like the Looney Tunes all over again with Michael Jordan. It's like they got some of the secret water, the secret sauce that Jordan was giving out. Keats is doing something right, Cam. But
dude, Ward, 19 days ago, this team was down at half to the University of Louisville,
and we know how you feel about Louisville.
And they're going to Phoenix to play in the Final Four. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, what a Cinderella run, man. This is what March Madness is about.
This is what March is about, Cam. This is the hardest tournament in all of sports to win. As you can tell, me and Cam are not going off a script like we usually do. Cam, what's the name for this podcast? What'd you say earlier? You said something really good.
This is Emergency Podcast number 1.
Emergency Podcast number 1. Sirens, lights, everything. Light the bell tower red. The boys are headed out, but yeah, man, so excited for him, Cam. Obviously, we're on here. We do want to break down State's performance. What'd you think about Duke?
Yeah, Duke, man. I mean, McCain played well, but
he's the one that paints his nails. I'm not big on that. He's good though. I'll give him that. He's a good athlete.
But the guys that they probably expected to step up didn't really. I mean, Flip was awful in the second half. Is there anybody more unlikable in the sport, by the way?
I was literally texting. I think I texted Connor this. He reminds me of Christian Laettner. Obviously, I wasn't old enough to watch Christian Laettner play. I've only seen the 30 for 30s about him. Everybody hated Christian Laettner. I mean, Filipowski is extremely unlikable, Cam.
Let me say, though, Kyle Filipowski couldn't hold Christian Laettner's jock.
He can't hold DJ Burns' jock either, but
dude, it was – that, like, if you hate Duke, like everybody that's not a Duke fan or grad does, that was the best game ever because, like, they were so cocky going into half.
Oh, I know.
They're flexing on you guys, and then it just comes out, and then you just see their faces of despair. Dude, John Shire stopped coaching with, like, 6 minutes left in the basketball game.
Yeah, and I will say, too, Cam, I have never said this once in my life, but I want to say a thank you to Carolina fans. And the thank you I'm about to give the Carolina fans is because – there was a survey. It was one of the high school OT guys. His name was Nick Stevens, I believe is his name. Did a survey, and it says, everybody in Raleigh that's a Carolina fan, are you pulling for Duke or Carolina? Are you pulling for Duke or State? And it was 89% State, 11% Duke. I thought that was pretty cool. Carolina obviously went out on a high note. They went out on a high note, but the ACC is moving forward. Duke's not going forward. It's the Wolfpack going forward. So, love to see that. But no, Cam, we're already here. Our listeners love basketball. Let's dive into it, brother. Final Four, State, Purdue, UConn, and
Alabama.
There it is. I forgot one. So let's break down one. Let's get into UConn, Alabama. I want to hear your thoughts, and then I'll give mine.
Yeah, UConn looks like an unstoppable force right now.
Yeah.
We talk about like the 2015 Kentucky team, the 2015 Duke team, like some of the most dominant runs in the game. Dude, this UConn team has beat two different teams by 30 points.
Yeah.
They went into half. I think they were up 29-25 at half against Illinois. Illinois didn't score a point for 50 real-time minutes.
I know. And Illinois played great up until halftime, too. I was telling you, I just got MLB the show. We got to halftime, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get ground with my guy in the minors, still trying to make that jump to the majors. Turn it back on, 16 minutes left in the second half. UConn is up by like 22. And I'm like, what the F happened when I turned my computer or turned the TV off, Cam?
Dude, I think they went on a 28-0 run. I think that's what it was. But like they've got this guy, it's Klingen. He's the center and you just can't get anything off
of
the middle.
So good, dude. I watched him play. I'd never really watched him play before.
Yep. He's tough, man.
Yeah, he is good.
He reminds me of Walker Kessler from Auburn. Much better, but like just a big guy. And there's no 3-second calls in on defense in college, so he can just roam the paint. Like you cannot get a layup off that guy.
Yeah, and then another thing too. I heard something that was very interesting to me, Cam. I know you're the stats guy, but they were comparing this UConn team. They said there's never been a more scarier team in college basketball. Talking about on a repeat year, they were talking about the Florida Gators and what other team repeated. I can't remember who it was.
I know UCLA had a few, but
it was within our realm with stuff we remember. I know they were talking about it was Florida Gators and one other team. I can't remember who it was. But man, this UConn team's scary. And I think they're the betting favorite to win the NCAA tournament for a reason. Another thing too, Cam, didn't mention this. Got to give a shout out to the ladies too. The Wolfpack ladies are in the Final Four as well for the second time in program history. So I'm not sure when the last time a Division I school, Power 5 school, has had both the men and the women's in the Final Four, which is pretty freaking cool. We beat a 1 seed today, and then we beat 2 nights ago. We beat Stanford, and Stanford has that one girl that's like projected to get number 1 or projected to get number 2 behind Caitlin Clark. But no, man, Kim, I did not give you my my prediction of the UConn game. I think this UConn team obviously is extremely well. Alabama, first time in program history going to the Final Four, which is pretty cool too. I do think I don't know who beats this UConn team, Cam. I'm getting a weird realm, just like the 1983 Houston team that was undefeated, nobody could beat them. And there's that Wolfpack, man. That ACC champ Wolfpack is coming in from behind.
Slamma Jamma, man. This UConn team, hey, bunch of ragtag scrappy guys from the NC State Wolfpack getting another national championship. I do have the answer. Duke 91-92 went back to back, and then Florida 06-07.
Okay, I thought
Alabama though, like I could see a world where Alabama wins. The only thing about this UConn team, you cannot go 3 minutes without scoring the basketball.
Yeah,
because they're so efficient on the offensive end and they're so good on defense. But if Alabama's hitting threes, man, they can play.
If Alabama's hitting threes, they can beat it. How did Kentucky do against Alabama this year? Y'all played them once or twice?
We played them once, and I think the final score was like 127 to like 70 for the Wildcats. That was like the best game of the year for Kentucky.
Yeah. Hey, off topic too. How's sports betting been for you the past few days?
I went
them or not?
I went undefeated this weekend, and I think I went 10-0.
So my brother showed me how to download. I didn't know how to download a few of the other sports bets or sports books. 10-0, that's freaking awesome, Cam. Next time I'm in Charlotte, dinner's on you, by the way. But no, my brother showed me how to download one of the sports bets. I bet $150 on state money line tonight. Just know your boy got groceries paid for the next 2 weeks.
Dad, I was sitting next to Dad. Dad put NC State money line because I have the national championship bet, as everybody knows.
God. So what's the payout on the natty bet?
Dude, it's only like $300 right now. And like right now for a cash out.
You were to cash out, but what is it if we actually win? Like
it's $11,000.
Well, and what'd you put? $20 down?
100.
100. Okay. Wow.
100 to win 11 grand is pretty good. But if that cash out gets gets a comma in it, it's going to be tough for me to not pull it out.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. No, I don't blame you.
Dad had the money line at 2.5 to 1. State got up by like 3, and he accidentally cashed it out for like $20.
No, he did not.
Yeah. So
Oh,
he was hurting at the end of
I'm
that game.
sure.
But
How's Caroline feeling, by the way, since Carolina got beat?
haven't talked to her about it really. She was upset the day of. I do know that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody gets upset when their team gets knocked out.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cam, moving forward, I do want to ask you this. Obviously, NC State, Purdue. This Purdue team has never been to the Final Four. Or no, they haven't been to the Final Four since like 1980. I take that back. It's going to be a very interesting Final Four, Cam. What do the Wolfpack have to do? I have 2 questions for you. One, what do you think the early spread is going to be on this game? What's the Purdue? How many points are they going to be favored by? That's one. 2, what do the Wolfpack have to do to beat Purdue? The Purdue Boilermakers.
Well, let me take a victory lap before I answer those questions. I was told word that this was the greatest team in Tennessee Volunteer history. Come on, bro. Two Elite Eights. They've doubled their Elite Eight appearances now.
Hey.
Still never been to a Final Four. Greatest team in Tennessee history. Elite Eight exit. Shout out to the Vols, man. I know y'all.
Hey, Cam, real quick to pivot on that too. By the way, in our tourney snake draft, you're not looking too good, man.
No, I'm not.
You are out.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not looking good.
0 for 4 on that one. I just checked. But
well,
no,
UConn,
sorry to cut you off.
I had UConn, right?
Oh no, you have UConn. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I think UConn's my only saving grace. So
Yeah.
I think that. But yeah, Tennessee Vols, man. I know you guys went further than Kentucky. Whatever. Greatest team in school history, getting bounced in the Elite Eight. Come on now.
I'll tell you, I would much rather play as a State fan. I'd much rather play the Volunteers than I would the Boilermakers. Right?
No,
Yeah.
dude. Tennessee's got Connect. Connect can drop 40. Like
so can Zach Edey.
Yeah, he did today. So early spread. Just guessing, I would say probably Purdue minus 7.5, 8.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to think between 8 and 9 because we were at minus 6.5 today to Duke. But
yeah. I would probably lean towards 8.5. But to beat Purdue, I think you got to put Diarra and Middlebrooks. Like, do not let DJ Burns guard.
He cannot get in foul trouble.
Exactly. You can't have him get in foul trouble. I don't think Edey can guard Burns, though. Like, when he gets it, like, Burns isn't getting it on the block. He's getting it at the 3-point line and going to work. Yeah. I don't think Edey can step out there with him.
Who does Burns remind you of, like, modern day, who we grew up watching?
Zach Randolph.
Yeah. Shape-wise, he looks like Zach Randolph. I think he plays post-wise. Plays a lot like Shaq did, obviously. Yeah. Obviously, he's not as explosive dunking the ball.
Actually, Al Jefferson.
Al Jefferson's a good one. I was about to say Mark Gasol. Mark Gasol used to have that post hook he used to work with all the time. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty cool.
Glenn Big Baby Davis, maybe? No. DJ Burns is incredible, man.
He is, man. A Raleigh legend.
Filipowski, dude, there wasn't a guy on Duke's roster that had an answer for him.
No.
That drop, step, spin move, floater.
And dude, the thing is, it got to him too. He only had 6 points against Marquette. And he was like 3 or 2 for 7 or 2 for 8 against Marquette. And everybody was in the comments, he's the face of our team. He didn't even do anything tonight. 29 points against Duke Blue Devils, Cam. That's a blue blood.
Dad was talking to me. FanDuel had a bet on there, like the pre-made.
Those I do not touch those.
By the way, do not bet those to whoever's listening.
They don't hit.
They don't hit. But it was DJ Burns to score 15 or more points, NC State to win, and DJ Burns to get 5 or more rebounds.
He don't get rebounds.
He finished with 4 rebounds. How mad would you have been if you took that bet?
I would have been pissed.
But I really do. Like, I would, if I was a State fan, I'd rather see Purdue than Tennessee for sure.
I don't know. We match up better against guard-heavy teams. Tennessee's a guard-heavy team. But, no, Cam, getting into it, I think, I already tipped my spread. I do think we're on such a hot streak right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Cam. I'm riding with the Wolfpack. But I think there's 3 things we have to do. 3 things we have to do to beat Purdue. 1, momentum. We have to keep the momentum on our side. We cannot let their crowd get into it. We're already going to be the underdog. Got to stay on that front. 2, we got to control rebounds. We got to control the board. Diarra, he had 16 rebounds against Marquette. He was in foul trouble early tonight, so he didn't get too many tonight. But got to control the rebounds on the defense and offensive glass. And the third and final most important thing is we got to stop Zach Edey. Get him in foul trouble. Double team him every time he gets the ball. Make them shoot. He is the glue. He's if they're a Rice Krispie treat, Cam, he is the marshmallow that is melted that holds all those Rice Krispies together. We got to put some fire under that and let it melt, if that makes sense.
I'll tell you what, Ward. I told you I've been going salads, man, and ever since that point, you've been making these dessert analogies.
It's a good one, ain't it?
That was a good one. I like that one. I don't know, man. The only reason I say like Zach Edey's going to get his regardless, right? You just don't want the other guys hitting shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you get in trouble is when those other guys are hitting shots. Because if they're not hitting shots, they turn the ball over a lot. They don't defend that particularly well. It's kind of a pick your poison. I mean, we're in the Final Four, man. There's no bad teams left.
No. So, and hey, all that trash we were talking about the SEC too. They did get one in the Final Four.
They did, and not the one I would have expected. Actually,
no, not me neither. But they had to do. They were the outright 1 seed last year, and they got beaten Sweet 16. So they had some sweet revenge coming their way.
So predictions, Ward. What's our national championship going to be, and who's our national champion going to be? As
I kind of mentioned earlier, I do think UConn beats Alabama. Alabama, hell of a run, but this UConn team is superior in all ways. Not the 3-point ball, but I really like UConn's coach too, by the way. I don't know if you watch the videos of him. He's a good coach. Yeah. Like UConn winning that side of the bracket, our side of the bracket. You know I'm riding with the Wolfpack. Wolfpack, UConn. Cam, you know I'm riding with my boys. It's going to be a low-scoring, hard-fought game. But it's something in the air in Raleigh right now, my friend. Something in the air in Raleigh.
It feels that way. And let me just say,
it's hard to not bet, or it's not hard to. We have never been the people's favorite. Nobody's ever given a shit about the Wolfpack, and now it's like, I don't know. I feel like we're in the tournament.
You guys are America's team.
Yeah, we are.
We said this during the ACC tournament. Like, if you guys get a March run, DJ Burns is going to be America's sweetheart, bro. He is the face of college basketball right now. But
everybody loves Big DJ.
Yeah, man. There's just something about a big boy doing things that a big boy shouldn't be doing that America just loves. But if you guys win this national championship, DJ Burns might go down as one of the greatest college basketball players ever.
He's already a Wolfpack legend. And
dude.
Going down now, he could be, and he could make himself a lot of money because obviously he's a senior and overseas the man's going to be a menace, but hopefully he gets a chance to play here in the States. But Cam, anything else basketball? I do have one thing I did want to speak with you about. Anything else basketball we should go over? Any other crazy upsets that we're missing? Obviously, Carolina got beat. Clemson making it to the Elite Eight was huge.
Yeah, well, if you guys didn't see, Justin Alford posted a hilarious edit and clipped me saying that I was going to wipe the floor with him. I was just a couple days late, is all it was. I said I meant to say Alabama, Ward, but Arizona slipped out.
Yeah. No. How about Arizona losing too?
Yeah, I mean, great run for Clemson. I mean, they probably saved his job. Kind of a ragtag, very similar to the Wolfpack, kind of a ragtag. Transfers put together real quick and made a run, got hot at the right time. But I'm super happy for the Wolfpack. I did want to talk about. Did you see Caitlin Clark, Ward? Did you see what's going on right now? Ice Cube, the rapper, owns the Big Three League. Like the basketball league, the league, offered her $5 million to play in the Big Three.
She ain't gonna make that in WNBA.
Does she care about
money or her career?
Huh?
Does she care about money or her career?
That's what I'm saying, bro. 5 M's. She'd probably make that off a shoe deal, to be honest. Close, at least. Yeah. But 5 M's is 5 M's. I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. And I can tell you one thing I'm gonna watch tomorrow, Cam.
What's that?
I'm going to watch the women's basketball game between LSU and Iowa.
Oh yeah,
It's a 7-10 tomorrow night. All that.
100%.
And I'm pulling for Iowa.
Did you see that, by the way? Did you see that one of the courts for the Elite Eight for the women?
It was the
Had,
state court, the 3-point line.
3-point line.
Yeah, that was the state and whoever game. That was the Wolfpack.
So if you didn't see this,
State Texas.
Yeah, so if you didn't see, State and Texas played on a court today in women's that the 3-point lines on each end of the court weren't the same length.
No.
One side of the court had a shorter 3-point line than the other side. They were made aware of it before the game. They decided to still play the game, which good for them.
Yep.
To still play the game, but absolutely wild. NCAA continues to mess up women's sports, by the way.
Oh, I know. And they're going to keep on getting scrutiny. Speaking of women's sports, Cam, we're already on the subject. I don't know the details, but there was a big thing that came out about LSU's coach. Did you see that?
I saw that there was an article wrote. I haven't read it.
I don't know the details about it, but
she's also she's a documented not good person. So I'm not surprised. But I'll definitely be reading it this weekend at some point.
Well, Cam, we're already on the subject of the media, my friend. Did you see everything with the with Rashad? Is it Rasheed Rice?
Rasheed Rice, right? Yes, I did. Unfortunate for sure. Don't want to make any, concrete claims before all the facts come out, but on the surface, it's definitely a bad look for him.
Yeah, it is not a good look. But
if you didn't see, I think it was a 6-person crash accident. Ward, he was somebody was street racing. 2 cars were and caused a six-car crash. So, one of the cars was registered to Rasheed Rice. So bad look. But like I said, probably get all the facts before we make any concrete claims. But definitely not a good look for the what looked like an upcoming star for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, but no, man. Yeah, not a good look. But Cam, this is Emergency Podcast 1, my friend.
Yeah, we need to do more of these.
We do need. I'm surprised it really took us this long to do one, but
this is really.
I think it's just boasting us opening up our software and really getting into it. But we're going to the Final Four, my friend.
Dude, I cannot wait. If anybody hears this and they want to sponsor a Fat Cats trip to Phoenix,
no shit. I've
already
tried to go. Trust me, tickets are.
Just DM us if anybody wants to sponsor that. We'll do. We'll do a bunch of stuff for you guys. Media wise, but hey, I'm excited for the pack, man. I'm even more excited for the potential of this $11,000 bet to go through.
Hey, Cam, really appreciate the time, brother. Wish it could be us and Kentucky on both sides of the bracket. Maybe we'd have a Fat Cats Bowl in Phoenix, but hey, maybe next year. Right?
Let me just say, DJ Burns would have scored 40 points against Kentucky.
You think?
We didn't have a guy on that roster that could do anything with DJ.
How do you think Rob Dillingham feels right now? You think he wishes he came to the old Red or not?
I don't know. I'm sure he'd like to be playing right now, but he's going to be a top 3 pick. So
that's true.
I'm sure he's not worried about too much.
Yeah, he'd be a first rounder here, but not top 3 for sure.
But Ward, man, awesome.
Hey, appreciate the time, big dog.
Yeah, of course, anytime. And hopefully we have more good news and we can do another.
Maybe we have another emergency pod on Saturday night, Cam, at about midnight. I don't know what time the game's going to be yet, but
that would be sick.
Fingers crossed, brother. But hey, thank you everybody for the time. Thank you for all the love and support. This will be posted here shortly. Timestamp guy is 8:13, by the way, on Sunday night. So happy Easter to everybody. Cam, I'll text you when we get this posted. And if you made it this far, Cam owes you a beer.
Peace. Go Pack.
Go Pack, baby.